I've been singing.
Hey guys, so fifth installment, the end of the application process, and what happened, right? It's been such a long process, but it's been a good process. And if you want to hear all about it, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, because this is about to be a story. I can honestly say, out of all the YouTube Disney College Program videos I've watched, I definitely have a unique story. I did not have a regular Disney College Program application process. After I completed my phone interview, in the interview also I told them that I was auditioning to be a character performer. If you're auditioning to be a character performer, definitely make sure you tell them. And also I made a video about my audition process for character performance. If you want to see that, I will leave it in the link below. I told them in my phone interview I was auditioning to be a character performer. They said it was great. Also, in the phone interview process, another tip, if you speak more than one language, definitely tell them, because Disney is a world-renowned company, you know, Disney World as well as Disneyland. People come from all over the world, and not all the time, you know, their English might not be as fluent as someone else's. So if you speak Chinese, if you speak, you know, German, if you speak French, if you speak Italian, if you speak any language besides English, definitely let them know, because that might up your chances in the application process. They might be desperate to find someone who speaks German. They might be desperate to find someone who speaks another language, and they might need you. So, completed my phone interview, went great. I did my audition, that went well. It was long, but it went well. And I waited about 3 days after that. I got an email that stated that I needed to fill out some more forms so they could do a background check. For those of you that get the email that they need to do a background check, don't be alarmed. It's just, you know, sometimes they call people randomly, or something might come up in your file. For me, I've traveled a lot and I've moved around quite often, so I wasn't surprised when I got the background check, because I know they just, you know, wanted to make sure I was who I said I was. This background check though. So I filled out the forms, and in the email they will leave you a fax number to send the forms back. I used an online service called HelloFax. It's through Google, if you guys know about it, and it's free. I sent the faxes back that way, waited a couple days, didn't think anything of it. But all of a sudden, you know, people that I had met at the audition and other people started to get their answers back, and I didn't hear anything. So I called Disney and I asked, you know, what was going on, and they told me that they hadn't received my forms.
Are you serious?
For those of you that get the papers for the background check and you have to fax them in, you can't use an online service, because Disney sends the background forms to someone else. Like, they don't get them at the Disney College Program Center in Florida. They send them somewhere else to do the background check, and then after the background check is done, they send it back to Disney. Whatever place this is that they use to do the background check, they can't receive forms online. You have to actually go and find a fax. So, went to my local Kinko's. The fax machine was broken. Went to my local library, and they told me, you know, with all the papers and forms that I had to fill out, that it would cost like $15. I was like, what? Are you serious? No, I know I can find something better than that. I went to my school. I was like, my school has a fax machine. My school's fax machine was gone, because like most of the millennial world, they realized that most people don't use fax machines anymore, and they got rid of it. So by then, I started to freak out a little bit, because I'm like, you know, I don't want to spend $15 to spend, you know, like all this money to send these forms. Nobody else has a fax machine. Kinko's is broken. Like, what am I going to do? At that point, I just started to call just like random relatives. It was crazy. I tried to call older relatives, so people who are like 35, 40, 50 years old, because I figured the older they were, the more likely that they would have a fax machine. Because I called my mom, called her sisters, called my sisters, and of course none of them have a fax machine, and they just kept saying, why do you need a fax machine? Why don't you just send them an email? I know, right? Disney doesn't take emails. So I found a distant cousin in North Carolina. It's crazy. I live in Michigan. I called North Carolina, and she had a fax machine, and I sent the emails to her, and she, sent them off. She was like, it's totally fine. I called Disney. Oh, let me backtrack. Also, because I had, trouble with the fax machine, whatever, and when I originally called them and asked, hey, did you get my faxes? They told me that I had to have proof that I had already tried to send the faxes, that, I just wasn't calling last minute, because when they send the email with the background forms, it says in the email that you have 24 hours to send them. So I had to call Hello Fax, get them to send me a transcript to show that I had tried to send it within the 24 hours. Emailed my cousin in North Carolina with the transcript and the original forms and the background check papers. She sends it off. I call Disney the next day to make sure that they have everything, and they call me back and say, we can't read the ink. Oh my God. Oh my God! So I took a permanent marker. Another note, just don't fill it out in pen. Don't fill it out in pencil. Just take a permanent marker, make sure it's real thick, to make sure it comes through on the fax, fill it out. I had to call my cousin in North Carolina again to send the forms again for the third time. And she, thankfully, she's a sweetheart. She sent them right off, and I called Disney, and they were like, we got them. So I called them again. I said, okay, what's the next step? And they say, well, pretty much right now, just gonna wait, see if everything checks out, whatever, go through the process and see if you're placed. I said, great. A week goes by. 2 weeks go by. 3 weeks go by. By now, it's like Halloween, Call Disney and say, hey, what's going on? It's been like a month. They say, oh, we're going through the process still. If you're picked, we'll let you know by November 17th. I say, okay. November 17th comes, my friends call me, oh my God, were you picked? Oh my God, were you picked? I get an email that says, I'm on the wait list. What is this? What is this? I'm on the wait list? Are you serious? Oh. So I've never heard of anyone being on the wait list before. Never. In all the videos I've watched, and a couple of people I know that have gone through the Disney College program, it was like a yes or no. There was no maybe or anything. So got the email, and it stated that I was on a wait list, and they will let me know by middle of December if I had been picked. Pretty much there was nothing wrong with my application. There was nothing wrong with my background check. There was nothing wrong with my audition. It just, I got put on the wait list. So if someone decided to not do the Disney College program, then of course, I would be offered the opportunity to go. This morning, received an email that pretty much stated that I wasn't picked. It wasn't because of anything I did that was wrong. It was honestly just because they had too many people. So I definitely think the whole confusion with the fax definitely hindered me a bit. I do 100% believe if my, fax had gone through the first time around, I probably would have been picked, and I'd be on my way to Florida or California right now. Hurts a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not dismayed. I'm not, completely heartbroken. I'm going to apply for the Disney College program one more time. Throughout the year, you're allowed to apply twice. So I will be applying again in February. Applying again in February will probably be my final time. Hopefully third time's the charm, and definitely this time I'm, hitting the ground running. Like, I want first 2 weeks, I want everything done. I'm gonna call Kinko's, make sure that their fax machine is working, and call my cousin in North Carolina to make sure that she's on standby, this is something I want, and I don't want to do the Disney College program just for the experience, even though it would be great. I've never been to Disney World, I've never been to Disneyland, so I definitely, want to go to have that experience, but also, I'm a performance major, I'm in music and I'm in film. Disney is one of the major companies in the world that does both of that. There aren't that many companies in the world that can say that they have great productions and they have great movies. So this isn't just like a college fun thing for me. This is like a career thing for me. I definitely want to work for Disney in the future, and I'm not going to let this stop me. And I hope that it doesn't stop you. If you're one of those people out there who are like, oh my gosh, should I apply? Definitely apply. I've learned so much in this, just the application process and the audition process alone, things to take with me for future job opportunities for the rest of my life. And definitely, if you want to work for Disney, if you want to have some career experience under your belt, it's something great to have on your resume. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely shoot me an email or leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in February when I do my application process all over again. Bye.